people don't look for the long term because they want the here and now, and that's what we were saying last time. Is very much about today's society and so much emphasis put on social media. And I think, did we talk about it or not? But when we were talking about how social media and Forex and Instagram and stuff like that, and how there's so much, it's just so fake. Like 99% of what you see regarding Forex or anything to do with that with Forex on Instagram is fake. And it's like everyone wants you to make you believe that you can get a Lamborghini overnight, or you can turn 500 into $1 million overnight. So there's so much of that it clouds people's brains and their perspective. So then you forget about the longevity, the long-term goal, and then people just get caught up, and that's why there's so many people that lose, because they can't. They're just trying to get that quick fix. They're trying to get that, I want to make money now. And there's a lot of people that message me like, oh, I want to get rich. And it's like, but do you want to learn? Or do you just want to get rich?
I'm no different to you guys. I'm just someone who had a dream, someone who had a vision, someone who didn't stop even though the lens was blurry at times. I'm someone who was holding on to what could possibly be later on if I carry on this path of hard work, discipline and constant grind. Like, I used to wake up every single day knowing I'll get to this point. I knew I was going to be successful one day. I knew, because I lived this way before I even planned it. Growing up, I just knew I was going to be successful. I never knew how to get there. I didn't have a vehicle that's going to get me there. You know, sometimes you could be in a situation where you're looked down upon. People are looking down on you. You might not have any money to your name right now. I promise you guys, don't give up. If you don't have any money right now, do not give up. Don't give up, okay? I used to scrape pennies. I used to scrape whatever it was that I had. I used to hate when I used to ask people for money, okay? I used to hate the feeling of knowing that I'm in a situation where I have to ask somebody. Not because I don't believe you should ask. No, I believe there are certain conditions that should come under asking somebody for a helping hand. I didn't like the idea of letting people know that I'm in an uncomfortable position, okay? I tried to figure everything out by myself. And sometimes it's not healthy trying to figure everything out by yourself. So for those of you who are in very bad financial circumstances, don't give up on your dream, guys.
When you're taking these losses and then suddenly you try to start making up for all the losses, you don't see you're being sucked down into the trap of revenge trading, of overtrading, of trying to get even. You're not seeing that because it's not present in your mind. You have to build that awareness by training. You're just not going to just do a lot of trading and it's just going to become natural. No, you actually have to make an attempt to start redesigning the mind so that it is ready for that kind of stuff where it takes a loss.
Here's why you'll never be profitable trading Forex. There's two types of people, the ones that make money and the ones that don't. The ones that are not profitable don't stick to a trading plan. They don't keep things simple and they don't control risk. And the ones that are profitable, they stick to a plan that works, proven system. They don't change anything, they don't jump around. They keep things very simple and they control risk well. Now the crazy thing about these two types of people is that you get to choose which type of person you want to be. You get to decide whether or not you're going to be the person who sticks to your trading plan, or decide to be the person who gets emotional and ends up changing things at the last minute, even though you know you shouldn't. And so the cool thing with this is it's just like an equation. It's like a computer program. The formula 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4 no matter what. If you put 2 plus 2 into a generator, it's going to equal 4 every fucking time. So if you want to be profitable trading Forex, you need to be that person who keeps things simple, control risk very well, stick to your trading system, and if you do that over and over, the result is simple. It's just that you're going to be profitable. So stick to that, guys.
I think you should take trading very seriously. You should take every trade you do very seriously. It is real money. This 10 pounds or 100 pounds could buy you something, could buy your family something, you know, could pay your bills. This 1,000 pounds, don't take it as a joke when you're young, even if you've got a fund. Don't take trading as take it very seriously. Take it, every trade, think what you need to do, and if everything is that you need to do, you've done to make sure that this trade is going to be a winner. Don't say, oh, this one is, I'm going to lose, that one I'm going to win. Make sure every trade you approach, you're going to win. Go with that attitude.
Trusting your analysis is so important because there are so many times where I wanted to close the position because it's like okay, well, price was maybe up to like 60% until it hit my stop loss, and it would come all the way back down to my entry, and it's like, okay, should I close, should I not close, what do I do? All these thoughts start going through your head, right? And in my situation, it's like, I've seen this play out a million times. I've set my stop loss at an area that I determined that if my stop loss gets hit, I'm most likely wrong anyways, and at that point is when I'm going to close the position. And again, just sticking to your analysis, trusting in the probabilities, and trusting in your edge and your overall system is going to play out in your favor in the long run. I stuck to my analysis, and now I'm up an extra $30,000 on the day just simply because I trusted in my analysis.
I try to be as patient as possible, which is like also probably like one of the hardest things to do. Even on my whiteboard in my office, I have a big thing that says patience, because that's overlooked a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, I feel like, just being patient, have distractions along the way also. And yeah, just be distracted while you're trading. You could play some video games, watching TV. So you're not pretty much just feeling that as if you got on the charts and the market is ready for you to actually get in.
Accept losses, take them confidently, and also decide how much of that account you're willing to lose.
Okay.
So I'd say risk percentage is very important, and that way you'll never actually blow an account, but you'll close losses and still save your account to come back for a better trade.
If you focus on the process of trading, the cash will take care of itself. You know that rich dentist that lives at the corner of your suburb? He's got an S500 and the wife's got a Porsche Cayenne, right? He's successful because he focuses on perfect execution of each and every root canal, each procedure. If he focuses on perfect execution of each procedure, his waiting room will be full and the cash will take care of itself. And similarly, your job, folks, is to have a plan and focus on the process of executing that plan over and over and over again. And if you focus on the process, the loot will take care of itself. The big and biggest hurdle that you have is to get over the first 8 trades. If you can grit your teeth and stick to the process for 8 trades, I don't understand it, but you build that neural pathway, and all of a sudden the discipline that you required is no longer required, because that's just what you do.
No matter how good a technical method is at generating winning trades, turning those winners into a consistent income requires the ability to do or not do some things that the method itself can't help us with. For example, our method can't force us to predefine the risk of getting into a trade. Or if we do predefine the risk, our method can't force us to take the loss that ends up turning into a bigger loss. Right. And that's happened to everybody. Okay? Our method can't prevent us from moving a stop closer to our entry point where we get stopped out and the market trades back in our favor. Our method can't prevent us from hesitating and getting in too late. Or our method can't stop us from jumping the gun and getting in too soon, where the signal to actually get in never really develops. And our method can't stop us from getting out of a winning trade too soon and leave money on the table. Nor can it prevent us from letting a winning trade turn into a losing trade without having taken any profit.